I'm going to go through each one, and I'll give you guys like a little summary on each one, okay?
Wait, anyone want to ask a question just to stall for 30 seconds while my thing prints?
I'll definitely stall.
Oh, actually, I do have a serious question.
Yeah, what is it?
What's the criteria for SGO? I need to know for some of the members I'm running with. Like at what point do you guys turn around and say no?
I don't know. I think it's different for a lot of. I think listen, a lot of it was based on like late cuts, insubordination, teachers, GPA. Like you can't have like a failing average. Not failing average. You can't have like a 70 student average, I think, and be the president. But we have made exceptions because sometimes the president is just a 70 student, but there's nothing else wrong. You know, it's usually like a case by case basis. It's been hard. It's been hard to nail down like official guidelines because then some guy has like should I believe Eli Mamie and Eric Buchanan that they don't have a computer?
No, they actually don't. That's what they texted.
I don't think you saw that they texted it. My question was that should I believe them? It's a heavy no.
Or perhaps they're just in an environment where a computer isn't available.
Ask, do you have a phone? Dibs. Okay, that was me. All right. Okay, ready? Oh, who's ready? Mala, did we stall enough or no? We still need a few more minutes.
Wait, Rabbi, I'm gonna ask you a quick question on this.
That was a question. I would have been ready, but so
what do you got?
How many boys and girls per team? Is there like a?
It could be an all-male team or an all-female team.
All right, that's great.
But I don't know. You want.
So Saul, I think you're allowed to run with 5 girls if you wanted to.
Let me ask you a question. Like,
try to diversify.
all curiosity.
You want to try to diversify so that people.
Yeah, of course. I was just.
Is the woo still like allowed?
The woo is
I don't think you could type letters on the phone.
So
it only gives you option for numbers.
You can. They do personal meeting or something.
Like Black Lives Matter?
What?
I don't know. Yeah.
Wait, Rabbi, do we have you? Wait, Rabbi, why don't we have you for J-Phil next year?
I'm not sure if you have me. What, you got the schedule?
No, but can you hook that up?
I could try, but I don't know. Sometimes Rabbi Tobias is...
They could tell them I had a great bond with the boys. We're doing classes in the summer. Our year got cut off.
Of course, a lot of it just depends on who's available. But yeah, and a lot of times teachers are prima donnas.
I know, but this year it's also changing because a lot of times, like we were supposed to have Rabbi Elnadav, but we can't have Rabbi Elnadav because we had him multiple years in a row. So that's not a prima donna anymore because now.
I told you don't want to do that because then you're going to end up getting Rabbi S's. So.
That's what I think is happening.
He's not down for that.
That's what's happening.
Where's Knots? What's Knots' excuse? He doesn't have a computer either?
He's probably still in his car.
Knots just got home. Like 10 seconds ago.
Right. Jacob.
Should I at them? Who should I at?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not in the chat, so I don't know who you can at, but whatever.
Daniel.
Where's my bag? Oh, it's here.
Okay, ready? Here we go. Okay. All right. Mala, how about now? Are you ready now? Mala, where you go?
Oh.
I said, did you print it out? Are you done?
Fantastic. I'm beautiful.
Okay. Ready? Here we go. Okay, so this is the sheet, guys. So we're going to talk about laws. First, we're going to start with Netilat Yadayim for a meal. Okay? Let's go halacha by halacha. I don't need to necessarily, write each word. Read through each word.
Are you making the test, by the way, when we get to school?
I said, yeah, I am making the test, so it's good.
Nice.
So, yeah, I'll feed you guys some goods. All right. So first, the number in halacha aleph, it says mitzvah midivrei sofrim litot hayadayim kodem seuda sheochel ba pat. What is pat? Oh, pat, Rabbi. Pat is bread. Okay. Pat is bread. So number one halacha here is It's a rabbinic law. Some people don't know that. Netilat Yadayim is not from the Torah. It's a rabbinic law. It's a rabbinic law. Yeah, Eli, there he is. No phone. It doesn't work on the phone. What it did. Right? All right.
Look at my stash.
I love you, Eli.
Look at my stash.
I like the stash. I like the stash.
Just did it.
Wait till you get those connectors. It's over then.
Wow, it's over.
It's over.
It's over.
It's over. All right, so halacha number one, like we said. So number one thing you have to know is netilat yadayim is derabanan, and we only do it for a meal that we're ready to eat bread beforehand. Okay, why? It says v'hitkadashtem v'hitem kedoshim. It says that a person needs to make his hands holy. And then you will be in a state of kedusha. Our rabbis learn out that this is talking about the water that you place on your hands before you eat. Okay?
What do you mean? The holy part?
Yeah, meaning the fact, because holy could also mean that it's clean, right? You hear that statement from the Goyim, cleanliness is next to godliness.
Mm-hmm.
They like to say that, but they got it from us. So, yeah, even though the person is, it's only derabanan. Also, it says in halacha aleph that we still say asher kiddishanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al netilat yadayim. We also say asher kiddishanu, that you sanctified us with your mitzvot, and you commanded us to do netilat yadayim. So how does that work? How can we ever say that we were commanded, like asher kiddishanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu, when something is only from the rabbis?
Because he said to listen to the rabbis.
Very good, right? So you've heard this before. So since the rabbis said to do it, so we have to follow the rabbinical decree, and we have to do it in that way. Okay, very nice. The last thing that it says in Aleph is a person needs to be very careful with the laws of Netilat Yadayim and not scoff at them. Mizalzel means like to, treat it, in a very easy way. Right? Mezalzel means it means to disgrace. When you mezalzel something, you disgrace it. So you have to be careful not to be mezalzel. Chas v'shalom, we should never be mezalzel the netilat yadayim. Right? So we have to try to take it seriously. It's very important. Okay, good. Any questions on Aleph?
Yeah, just could you go over the v'hikdashtem v'yitem kedoshim?
Yes. So right here, I wish I could write on my screen, but okay. So it says, look at the.
Why can't you write it on the screen?
Because I didn't download it as a PDF. I'm just looking at it from my email because it's.
Can't annotate on the screen?
No, you can't.
Let me see.
It says annotate for me.
Let me see.
Right, I don't care.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. You guys are drawing on it here. So draw on the.
Wait. Make a what's it called?
Yeah, if we could not make a judge, I would appreciate that. Thank you.
Oh, didn't Sal do that last time?
No, somebody did it while.
Wait, Sal, didn't you lie to Rabbi Tobias? Oh no, you lied to the entire school that you came up with no homework week. Or am I mistaken?
No, that was drinking on seminar.
What do you, I never would do
Where
that.
does it say annotate, guys? How come I'm a div? Where does it
So
say?
make a judge and strike
There's
3. Kid.
few options.
Where?
Like not on your actual website, like on the top of your computer screen.
No.
Oh, that's where it says it for me.
Yeah, there you go. I got it.
Then you could draw whatever you want.
There you go. I'm on the green.
Wow, whoever drew those balls,
Okay, guys, come on.
that's real art.
God. V'hitkadashtem elu mayim rishonim. So here, Kurtz, where are you?
I'm right here, Rabbi. You see me?
Yes. So right here, you see this pasuk?
Yeah.
This pasuk tells you, right? V'hitkadashtem. That you should. How do I make my hands kodesh? The way that I make my hands kodesh is through rinsing them, through washing them. Okay? Good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. So we're going to check this one off. Next. Now we're up to bet. Af mi she'en yadav meluchlachot, eno yodea lahem shum tum'ah, eno rashai le'echol ad she'ito yadav. Even if a person's hands were clean, you still have to wash your hands. So why? This is called, you're not going to have to know this for the test, but just for your own knowledge. This is called a lo plug.
Wait, what?
Lo plug. Okay.
What do you mean test?
There's a test on all these laws first 2 weeks of school.
Oh, we're doing that?
Yes, I'm going to
Oh,
go
awesome.
over the whole booklet with you.
Oh, great.
Okay. And I also, I made me see it. I'm also the guy making the test. So,
Oh,
yeah.
could you sauce it if we finish?
Sauce it? I'm not going to sauce
Yeah.
it, but I'm
It's a
going
new word, all right.
to sauce it. Okay. Sounds good.
No, but could you give it to us?
No, I'm not going to give it to you, but I'll guide you in the correct ways of the force. How about that?
With code for you'll sauce it.
I will guide you in the ways of the force. Okay. So what
That's
does
great, Rabbi.
what does a lo plug mean? A lo plug means that the rabbis
Not an argument.
Right. So good. So that's the literal translation. Lo pelug literally means that they didn't make a differentiation. So what that means is that sometimes the rabbis will have a situation where something doesn't apply, but they still keep it just to make there be consistency. I'll give you an example. We don't say Bameh Madlikin on holidays, on Yom Tov.
Only say it on Shabbat.
What's that?
We only say that on Shabbat.
Right, we only say that on Shabbat. So what about a Shabbat that is a holiday? What would you say, Sal?
No, we don't say it. I remember.
Why? I know, but
Low
why?
plug.
Lo plug. Excellent.
Low
Because
plug.
since we don't say it on a holiday, we don't want to confuse people. And anytime it's a holiday, we'll skip Bameh Madlikin. Because you can make the argument, what's the reason why we don't say Bameh Madlikin on a holiday on Yom Tov? Because you're allowed to use those, you're allowed to light that way on a holiday. Meaning, Bameh Madlikin means what are you allowed to light with on Shabbat, before Shabbat and on Shabbat, and what are you not allowed to? So Yom Tov is totally different laws. You're allowed to light from an existing flame. There are different rules. So we totally skip Bameh Madlikin when it's a Yom Tov because it doesn't apply. Let's say it's a holiday and Shabbat. It still applies because it's Shabbat. Lo plug. Lo plug because we don't want to confuse the people. Anytime it's the holiday, we don't say Bameh Madlikin. So this is the same thing also. Before you eat bread, you have to wash your hands. Rabbi, but it's only for cleanliness reasons. Let's say my hands are clean. Lo plug. We wash anyway. You are going to see though now, that there might be, if your hands are clean, you may not need a beracha, but you still need to wash. That's all that bet says. The lo plug thing I added for your own knowledge. Okay? Guys, good?
I'm good.
Okay, good. Okay. Any questions on this? Whoa.
Bro, when we're going in person next week, all right?
All right, you got.
My house is open next week. My house is open Friday.
Your house is open for Friday?
Yeah, Friday.
Okay.
Perfect.
And come Friday.
Should I bring the suit? Should I bring the bathing suit? Or are we gonna?
Yeah, Rob, you got it.
School's open.
100%.
Oh,
Wait. What time is
please,
the
Rabbi.
class Friday?
My problem is that if I bring my suit, I feel like I'm gonna end up all over Instagram facts. No, like
No,
We'll
phone's
phones
going to
aside.
basket.
We'll make a no
Rabbi,
phone rule.
Phone's going to basket.
We'll make a no phone rule. But what time is the class?
the class is at 10:30.
We can't get like a 12:30.
Oh, wait, you're coming up from Brooklyn?
I end work at 12.
You end work at 12. Maybe one of the days I'll make it a little later if we're going in person.
Not every week. If
If it's in person, we should make it later, I feel like, no?
Rabbi,
Yeah, I think so also. Okay, now I'm stuck on my eraser. How do I get off the eraser?
What do you mean you're stuck?
There you go, I got it. Okay.
Rabbi, do you wear a shirt when you swim? I hope no.
Yeah, I do wear a shirt when I swim.
Oh, make sure it's a white shirt, Rabbi.
Oh, so you're good.
It's my family.
It's got to be
For you,
white.
for you, I'll make sure. Is that okay?
Thanks, Rabbi.
Okay. How do I mess up this whole? How do I? Where's my annotator?
White bathing suit too, Rob.
White bathing suit too. White out for life. There you go.
Can never wear white.
No, that's disgusting.
Okay, ready? Rabbi T in a white shirt. I like it. Okay, here we go.
Wait, who said that?
You typed it. Okay, Gimal. Are you guys with me in Gimal?
Yeah.
Okay. Gam hanashim hayabot b'netilat yadayim. You gotta love the rabbis, right? We always we worry about the girls, right? Like the girls are gonna screw everything up. Women also have to wash netilat yadayim.
Oh my goodness.
By the way, how many mothers actually do netilat yadayim? It's like 2 in the
Mine makes me
My mom always
no.
does.
Yeah, you guys are good.
Rabbi,
Mom's
don't
big
sleep
on
on the women, Rabbi.
No.
You saw Rabbi Nahum's wife?
Yeah, she was fire. She was not. Why does the whole community have to circulate that? Now we know everybody's like fighting.
Wait, we want
I don't know
mechila.
about
We give you mechila.
Because I see that.
Azir Rabbi Dawek.
No, because that's it. They believe that because of that mechila, they were alive. You know.
By the way, yeah.
Crazy.
And
Wow.
then he goes. One thing I tell you, don't underestimate women. And Jeff's just floating around in the background.
Oh, come on. It was the biggest joke, Eli. Everybody there who's fighting with everybody else. Yeah, you're pointing Jeff's on. Jeff's like, yeah, shalom is the key.
Shalom and Harry.
Thanks, Jeff. Thank you. I like it. Thank you. Good. All right. So you muting me, Eli? That's it. Muted.
No. You didn't see Harry? He's like, shh.
Yeah.
Quieting down the guys every 2 seconds.
Harry's great. I think everybody watched that video like 10 times to
Yeah.
All right. Gam hanashim hayavot b'netilat yadayim. Like Eli said, don't sleep on the women. Gimel means the women need to do netilat yadayim, the same thing. And the end of this just says, therefore, you have to make sure that everybody in your house learns all the laws of netilat yadayim, and they become experts in them. And you should make sure that you train, yechanech. What does chinuch mean? Chinuch means to train. You should, what?
Isn't it prepare? Or am I wrong?
Yeah, you could say, chinuch habayit, chanukat habayit, prepare to train.
Right.
Everyone in your household to do netilat yadayim from a very young age. Good?
Wait, but Rabbi, I thought it's mitzvah aseh shazman gerama. Why are women?
No, why is it? It doesn't depend on the time. Anytime you want to eat, it applies.
Yeah, but you could only
Anytime. It's not like only in the day or only in the night.
Yeah, you could only wash during that certain time when you're gonna have bread.
No. Then every mitzvah would be that way.
Oh yeah? Alright.
Yeah, that's not how it goes. The point of mitzvah aseh shazman gerama, Sal, is that it has to be the mitzvah will only apply at a certain time. So I'll give you an example. Kivuda ba'em. Does it apply only at a certain time? Well, no matter when your dad asks you to do something, you have to listen.
Right. But what about
He may ask you at a specific time, but it applies all the time.
Right. But what about the one that we do in the morning?
The netilat yadayim we do in the morning?
Yeah, in the morning. That's you only.
What about it? It's totally different laws. I'm trying to focus on the meal one. Do you have a specific question about that one?
Like, are women chayav in that?
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
Because again, that applies the whole day to get to.
We're giving them too much power, Rabbi. Too much freedom.
All right, we'll ask.
Too much rights.
We'll ask for mechila. We won't underestimate that power. Okay, Dalit. Ha'ochel pachot mikezait pat. Okay, so now here is the way that you're going to phrase Dalit is write a question, and you're going to say, when does a person need to say netilat yadayim for a meal?
Didn't we say bread?
For bread. But how much? What are the measurements? There's going to be different measurements, and in which case scenario. Okay, so ready?
Achot mikezait.
So wait. Ready? So we're gonna talk about this. I want to start. I like. Who am I to say how Yakut Yosef wrote it? I think it's a little confusing the way he wrote it. So I want to open it up for you. Ready? You need netilat yadayim. Wait, let me do this. We did this in. There's a chat. So one second. Let me do this in the chat. Do I have to stop the screen share for the chat? I think I do. No. Here we go. This is to everyone. Ready? So, how to do netilat yadayim. Let's do it this way. 1 second. Question. When do I need to make netilat yadayim for a meal?
Oh,
Did you
that.
guys get it or no?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we got it.
You guys see it or no?
Yeah.
It's the answer. Number one. What the heck was that? Need.
That was one of my alarms going off
Oh, okay. Sounds like
for
a
a meeting tomorrow.
big.
For a meeting? Who's the meeting with?
I don't know. I didn't.
Actual Jeffrey, actual
I
son?
just wrote tomorrow at 6, so I'm not really sure. I'm just assuming that around 6, I'll kind of figure it out. But
Interesting.
I don't really know.
Let me know.
Sounds good. It's some college. I just don't know which one.
Oh, probably Harvard or Wharton. Yeah, probably.
No, Wharton.
Yeah.
Wharton is at
My money's on H. For
and
sure.
Wharton is at 12.
So guys, ready? Number one. Let's concentrate. Number one.
Now look.
You need netilah and a blessing. Both, right? You need to wash your hands and make a blessing when you intend to eat a kabetzah of bread. This is about a slice and a half of pizza. That's why people, you ever hear that 2-slice rule when you have to wash?
Yeah.
They're like, oh, 2 slices, less than that, mezonot. Huge scam, right? We'll
What?
see now in the next thing. But
No, it's not. You just said it's not. You said it's 1.5 pieces.
I wash even on 1 slice.
What does that mean? But that's not what the book says.
Bracha
Not
lebatala.
the book. No, right now.
We all know you end up eating 2, but you wash. You say you wash.
Yeah, what if my intention was
I've
to
seen
have
some
1
people
slice?
do it. I've seen some people say, "I'll the same as or not. I'll eat 1."
I was about to say that.
Yeah, and then eat the
And
second.
take this one out again. Rabbi, that's the way to go.
That's a good Mark. You figured that one out already. Eli's thinking about it. He's like, "What a move."
Yeah, I like it.
That's the way to go.
It's the way to go. It's just scam. If you intend to eat kabetzah, which kabetzah is 2 kizayits. 2 kizayits. A kizayit is 28 grams. This should really be 54 grams. Sorry, I wrote 56. My math is off.
Classic mistake.
Yes, 54 grams. Wrote a star, 54 grams.
Don't you mean 28? Rabbi, you muted yourself. Oh, sorry.
Yo, Eli, settle down. Yes, personal things. I need to
He's on
be
the phone.
You don't have to butt into his business every second.
He's dacking with Rabbi Tobias.
Okay, sorry guys. Yeah, I was waiting for that phone call. Of course. All right, so Joe Sultan had to leave. Okay. All right, so the first thing.
All right.
Yeah.
When are we going to?
9:15, 10 minutes. Is that
All
good?
right, great. Awesome.
Okay. All right. So again, so the first thing is that when you have a kabetzah, you must wash with a beracha. The next part is again, and like I know that people hate this, right? I know that people hate the whole thing. Oh, better not to, whatever it is. But number 2 is that from the law, if you are only eating a kezayit, right? Kezayit in parentheses is 28 grams. So it's half of a betzah, right? 28 grams. You need netilah, but no beracha. Okay? So if you're going to only eat, let's say, even 1 slice, right? But even one slice is a little more than 28 grams. So I would say If you're only going to eat a kazait or below, right? Oh, sorry, just less than a kazait. Add the words less than. Let's not make it confusing. Sorry. All right, so less than a kazait, which is less than 28 grams. You need netilah, but no beracha. Okay.
So you do like the Pesach thing.
Less than kazait. But is it less than kazait or is it?
Less than kazait. So up until a kazayit, before you get to kazayit, just wash your hands, no blessing.
Okay, what if you have a kazait?
So exactly a kazayit, we're going to say, most rabbis say, it's with, that's going to be option 3. You say it with a beracha.
Oh. So anywhere from a kazait to a kabetzah?
You're what, exactly.
Wait, so then it's
So,
just a
Rabbi-
kazait and above.
Sorry, would you say, Isaac? Say it again. Sorry.
Okay, we said that if you have a kabetzah, you have to wash and say the blessing, right?
There's no safek. That's how do you stay out of any doubt? Make sure that you're having at least 56 grams, which is not a ton. People think that it's a ton. It's probably a slice and a half of the pizza. It's a full falafel, like a full pita bread, right?
Okay.
And that's usually half a pita is a kazayit, full pita is a betzah.
Okay.
Now, when does everybody agree that you don't make a beracha? When you're under a
Under
kazayit.
kazait. And then it's what? Different opinions between a kazait and a kabetzah?
Correct. And we say as long as you're doing it for a kazayit, you have on what to rely on to make it with a beracha.
Okay.
Okay? Okay? So, again, so once you're at kazayit, in between kazayit and, let me write that, number 3. In between kazayit and petzah, argument, you say the beracha, you have on what to rely, and we say a beracha in this case. All right? That's what's been our custom. Now, if a guy doesn't want to say a beracha and he's only eating kazayit, can you get on him? I can't get on him. Okay, good. Okay.
Good.
One last halacha, and then we finish the first page already today.
Wow.
Of the
How many
book.
pages are there?
11.
Oh, wow.
So it's not so bad. We'll hopefully finish the whole thing.
Did you make the test last year?
No, I didn't. This is a new assignment that Rabbi
It was
Tawil.
horrible.
Okay.
Poorly written.
What was it? But that was on the. It was on the Tehillim.
Tehillim.
It was on
Yeah.
Tehillim. Okay, good.
Is it in Hebrew, the test?
I don't know. I didn't make it. But Rabbi Tawil.
Oh, what? Oh.
But that's what's good. I'm learning it together with you. I'm saying I'm learning this booklet, what it has, but in it. Okay, now we're doing our last halakha for the day. That's halakha hey. Where is Jaime still with us? Yeah, Jaime's here.
Yeah. I'm here.
Okay,
I mean, unmute yourself, please.
Ronnie's still
I
here.
miss your voice.
I'm still here, Rabbi.
Yeah, good. No, I was just doing a quick look around. Okay. Hanotel yadav bibracha. Now, what happens if a person washes his hands with a blessing? You had every intention of doing what? Of eating a betzah. And after you started to eat, you started to not feel so good. And you can't complete the meal. Right? Do you have to force yourself to eat? Obviously, no. Why would I think that I have to force myself to eat? You may have thought that the only way that I have a beracha on netilat yadayim for a meal is if I make a beracha of kabetzah. So you know what? Even if my stomach's hurting, I should push myself to eat that measurement. If I don't eat the 54 grams, then maybe my beracha is going to go to waste. We say, no, it doesn't work that way. Since when you started to wash your hands, you had in mind that you were going to eat the appropriate shi'ur, the appropriate measurement, even if for some reason you got stuck in the middle of the meal and you couldn't complete it, you did not make a sin. and your beracha is still a valid beracha. Okay? And then he just gives practical advice. He says when you're washing your hands for netilat yadayim, make sure to eat the bread first and then all the other food. Meaning, don't save the bread for the ends that you get too full. Which I don't think too many people do that. I think most people, when we wash on Shabbat. I don't know about you guys, but I eat my bread in the beginning of the meal with the salad. You know, the salad with the tahina. You know, I'm a big, obviously filling up on the bread guy. You know, like when you go to La Marais, everyone fills up on that amazing bread.
More bread, more bread, more bread.
Oh, here he is.
I had 2 baskets of bread today at lunch.
Welcome. Thank you for
Oh,
coming.
what do you
They
know?
tell me the meeting code is Rabbi Ikey Tawil. I'm
Yeah.
trying to type in Rabbi Ikey Tawil in numbers for 25 minutes.
In numbers?
You know, like one is ABC, two.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, Rabbi RT.
Wow, you're
Like,
officially
that's the 7.
great. Ay. All right. Well, we're finishing up, and then we'll anybody want.
Sonny, you're just in time to have missed the entire thing.
No, but now I'm in time for the dahaks. That's what I'm here for.
There you go. Well, that's what I like.
Yeah, he's not here to learn.
You know what the Rambam says?
What does the Rambam say, Eli?
If you come for the dax, you have to come for the learning.
Enlighten
He
me.
says it. Lo talmud v'gam dahak.
Vegam dahak.
Gum.
Is that what he says, Rabbi?
Yeah, he says that. Sounds right.
I'm
Any-
gonna mute
Plus, I
myself
thought
so
degrees.
you guys can finish up.
Anyway, no, I'm just finishing this last sentence. We just said, so now he just gives practical advice. Like I was saying, make sure to eat the bread in the beginning of the meal. If you eat the bread in the beginning of the meal before you eat anything else, get that out of the way. Eat the appropriate measurement of bread. And after you eat the appropriate measurement of bread, then you can eat the other food. I said, in my opinion, I think that that's easy to do because I know, like, if you guys are like me on Shabbat, I'm eating my bread and my salad with my mazaf first, and then I'm having the other stuff. I don't know if that's how you guys roll, but that's the one that's easy.
I did.
Rabbi Elbaz's house style. Dips, fish.
Oh, that was the best part I am.
Oh,
That was
the
great.
gefilte fish. Oh, the gefilte fish was so good.
That was so
Good
good.
try, Elbaz.
We learn with Rabbi Elbaz on Mondays and Wednesdays.
Shadazion.
Back in
Rabbi, you like
Sonny, I don't
gefilte
remember the
fish?
last time you showed up, honestly.
What?
The last time we showed up was Rabbi Elbaz's house on Friday night.
Rabbi,
That's
you
not
think
true.
You like gefilte fish, Rabbi?
I love gefilte fish, but with nice.
Actually, I thought you were a cool rabbi.
No. I'm a big. My grandmother was Ashkenaz, so I'm not so pure,
Oh, so you
There's a
don't
lot of
really
rabbis
have,
that are
you don't-
heavy
you don't have
anti-Ashkenaz.
taste
You're not
buds?
one of those?
I'm not heavy anti-ash. No, I'm not.
Rabbi, you don't have taste buds?
I have. They're undergoing reconstructive
Yeah, it's a
surgery.
genetics thing.
No, I happen to love it. I put it with nice horseradish. It's very good.
Rabbi, I have a question. So like sometimes on Saturdays, like
Hey, wait a second, guys. We're done here with this, so we're going to remember that we're up to law.
I'll pick him about a head vav.
We're up to law vav, okay, in the first section.
Yeah.
If anybody has to log off, you can. If anybody wants to stay, I'll talk for a few minutes.
Rabbi,
I
can
do
I ask
have
you
to
a
log
question?
off. Thank you, though, Rabbi. I look forward to next class.
Take care, Isaac. No problem.
See you,
soon.
Mala.
Rabbi, can I ask you a quick question? Sometimes on like Saturdays, I'll wash my hands, say beracha, do the whole gas, and then like I'll have like a tiny piece of bread. It's no NG.
Yeah, NG.
Oh,
We just
Very
learned
NG.
it. We just learned it. We look at the notes.
oh wow.
That's why we're doing it. You have to make sure that you have the measurement.
Oh, also, are you allowed to talk after like Netilat Yadayim?
So you're allowed to talk with anything that has to do with the meal. Like you say, get me the Coke, pass the ice, could you move over? Could we get a chair for Daddy?
Oh,
Any of those things for the meal.
Important things.
Oh.
Relevance.
Right. You're not allowed to be like, yo, you saw that Manish? She was crazy. Right. You can't say that anyway. I know you guys never say that. So,
Never.
All right.
Wait. Oh, this is about talking? Rabbi, are you allowed to take a, it's called a rickshaw? Rickshaw?
Yeah,
Right?
rickshaw. You can take a rickshaw.
On Shabbat? You're
Yeah.
allowed, right?
It's a heavy white hat thing. Like if
Dana does it.
Rabbi Tobias does it.
Yeah.
Dana takes it.
Dana takes it.
Oh, was
Dana
that
takes it
possible?
just. Dana would take it one block just to make the point that it's allowed.
To make the point.
No, but by the way,
You would too.
So
Yeah, I would. I would too.
he got to my house and there was like a bunch
If
of
you're
people.
on the
like,
if you're on the rabbinical board, then you would do it. That's like the thing. If you would take a rickshaw on Shabbat, you're allowed
Not
to
with the
walk.
show.
I like to walk though, so I'm a big
Fish
walker.
show.
I'm exactly the
He
opposite.
came in.
I don't want anybody to like throw shade at me. You know what I'm saying?
He
Like,
had
let me
he
ask
had
you
a
a question.
mask, a hat, and
Why
sunglasses.
are you allowed to? Because
so I'll tell you.
doesn't that contradict the whole argument that the bike breaks down?
No, a bike.
No, it's not your bike.
Is not a problem. You want to ride the bike yourself? It's a
You're
problem.
allowed a bike.
It
Right?
is.
On
It
a
is
bike,
almost
but-
true, Eli. But no rabbi will tell you that you can, because Chama says that you should.
Chacham Ovadia says yes.
Chama says no.
So
Who
who
says
says
no?
yes? Rabbi Aluf, something.
Rabbi Labaton says yes. Rabbi Labaton says you're allowed to bike.
Well,
as
one
long
may,
as-
like a big rabbi says yes.
Rabbi, if you're traveling,
Rabbi
Rabbi Labaton says you're allowed.
Chacham Baruch.
No, Chacham Baruch didn't say that.
Someone said it. Someone
Rabbi.
said it. Rabbi.
Rabbi, I heard you're allowed to like bike, but as long as you're traveling, like you're not allowed to bike like. For
Whoa.
So. Here's the thing.
Now she said it.
Eli is correct in that Chacham Ovadia, there was a very famous teshuvah by the Ben Ish Chai. Chacham Ovadia, Ben Ish Chai said that bike, but what Chacham Ovadia knocked down every single isur that he said, fixing it, traveling with it, carrying. He knocked
Victor
everything.
DeWeck has all the papers. I don't know. I'll bring them over.
One second, but then at the end he says, he says, but since the custom was that we didn't ride, we're gonna
We
keep.
don't.
So that's why.
Yeah,
Meaning
that
the only reason we don't do it is because of a custom.
I know people don't like that one. I'm with you on that. I'm with you.
But and the worst part is I don't even bike.
No, and by the way, the people. That's why you'll see that there's like a bike rack by like every shul. So every rabbi knows the halacha, but they're not gonna say, "Come bike to the shul."
That's a good point. Every
But-
shul does have a bike rack.
Right. So once they and what I mean is every shul.
Oh,
has
they put it there for the weekdays, Rabbi.
No, they have 50, 60 bikes. No, forget the bike. I'm trying to say on Shabbat, you'll see 50, 60 bikes in front of every shul. Fact.
Yeah, of course. West Hill Shul got rid of the bike racks.
Really?
You have to park the bike like down in the parking lot.
I think that's just because the sack is.
That's Dana. That's Dana right there.
That's Dana.
Implemented by Rabbi Joseph Dana.
The rickshaw. Wait, how do we get onto this? The rickshaw is Ayedeh Goy. It's the non-Jew riding.
Oh.
Sure.
100% allowed.
The whole thing, Al Yedeh Goy. Anything Al Yedeh Goy.
No.
So take an Uber. Take an
Hey,
Uber.
Rabbi, let them turn on my lights also, Rabbi.
No. So you could turning off lights is okay. Turning on lights is a problem.
Yeah, we did this whole
Uber,
thing with
Uber,
Avner.
Uber.
Avner would run around the classroom and go like this. Off lights, okay. On lights, not okay. But we're in the class and he would make us say it.
Rabbi, what about Uber?
Uber?
Or like a
They're
taxi?
going.
Rabbi,
I'd rather that than you driving the car. Like meaning, and by the way, I think Uber is faster than you driving your car with Matthew parking and nowadays.
Yeah, but then you gotta call the Uber though.
I'm talking about halakhically. Is it
Yeah,
okay?
Yeah, then you're paying for an Uber.
Drabanan, Mark.
What?
Your phone is only Drabanan. Don't say that to people, but still, yeah.
Wow, Rabbi, that took a lot. Don't tell me it
Your
didn't.
phone is only
Rabbi.
Derabanan. Your phone is only Derabanan.
Wow.
oh wow. So
How
sorry.
are you, Netflix, tomorrow?
How
and
are you,
Friday?
son?
Yeah,
Make
yeah,
plans
yeah,
on
yeah.
Saturday.
See, Eli made me on the Shabbat table. Boom, boom.
Rabbi Dana.
Oh, Rabbi, so you're telling me Sonny's been only doing like Dirabanan
Animal.
every year of his life?
Wow, just like that.
Honey doesn't do Drabanans.
I don't do Derabanan. I only do
Only Deoraita.
Rabbi, we
Deoraita.
only do the stuff from the Torah, not the stuff that the rabbis
You
tell
have
us.
to follow the Drabanan.
No, yeah, of course. Because it says in the Torah, anything the rabbis implement is just as serious.
100%.
That's, Avner loves that argument.
Avner loves that one. But
Sure.
you know what he used to do also? You got a shelf. There's 3 levels. Here we go. Deoraita, Derabanan, and he would make us say the last one.
What's the last one?
What's the last one?
like nothing, but he made a level for it.
What do you call it?
Mutad.
Yeah.
Mutad.
Mutad.
What?
All right, boys. I gotta go, but I love you
All right,
guys.
Rabbi.
We'll see you guys Friday.
Are we gonna do this in person?
Yeah, on
Right,
Friday.
work it out in person as soon as I can. Okay.
Rabbi, Friday, my house.
Let me see. Okay, let me see.
Rabbi, the
And-
class. Let me ask you. The class that
And
we
Rabbi,
just
bring
did
the
was
trunk,
related
Rabbi.
to summer homework.
I figured I would say it was a nice way to unite everybody. I wanted to see you guys twice. I said, you know what? Let me teach you guys the booklet. You guys would do it. Now you don't have to worry about it. Just sign on, and I'll
That's
teach
honestly great. I'll tell you the truth. You got Jaime, Mala. What's better?
We were missing everyone
Exactly.
else though. We were missing like
you.
10 people.
I want Knots. I want Joe Sham. I want.
Knots is driving to Brooklyn right now.
Yeah, Knots is going to Brooklyn. I don't know about Shama. I don't know why Shama was.
Put me on in the car in the Garden State Parkway. Where he's jamming.
Yeah, but he's in
I
the
don't
car
know
with like seven
where's
different
Shama
people.
right now.
He's in the car with like 7 people.
Where's Jack Salama?
Shama's taking a
Wow,
bath.
Miss Quiz.
Shama's taking a bath. Salama's writing a love song.
Okay, right. No, so write the love song to us. We'll put it on as the background music. Where is
Yeah, everyone.
Sounds awesome.
Rabbi. Oh, Friday, he tell him to bring his guitar.
I'll do it.
We'll have
Good call.
trumpets. We'll do it.
That's
Oh.
a good call.
What's the thing that Mal used to write? What are they called?
Haiku.
Oh, wow.
Haikus.
Oh, yeah,
Rabbi,
we
remember
definitely
my
need Mal.
haiku, Rabbi?
Wow, the
Remember my haiku about
Kurt's
Mala?
checking out today, Kurtz. How could you forget that? Kurt's fan.
Remember my Mala haiku?
Yeah.
Isaac
Rabbi,
Mala
my-
writes
Rabbi.
haikus.
Mamie's haiku was actually great. He was like,
What was yours, Eli?
It was very it was very deep. I have a picture of it.
But yours was a real haiku. Mine wasn't a haiku.
It was like Rabbi Tawil is talking. We don't understand. This guy.
Oh, that was a great one. That was a great
It's in the chat. It's in our chat. I'm gonna put arrows.
I got it.
Rabbi, are you gonna be here Monday, June 6th for the graduation?
Yes, I will.
So I live right next door. You'll
Every
come next
day.
door.
What are you talking about?
Yes, Belina did. Okay.
Billy Nader. Billy Nader.
Montague
Ralph?
H.O.
Billy
Nader.
Nader. Ralph.
Ralph,
Later.
this guy.
Rabbi, Joe
All
Shama
right,
said
Rabbi.
Brainwashed.
I'll
one
see you,
time
Rabbi.
he had SAT
I have
tutor.
to
So
get-
he couldn't come.
I'll tell you the truth. Last year,
Oh.
during this time last year, Avner Biton was my one of my favorites on the phones. I was calling him 24/7.
My Lord and
He's
Savior.
pranking him to try to get him to say what he said on that other thing.
No, not
Oh,
like
you
that.
sure? You starting again? Listen, go. I don't speak like that, but whatever.
Hey,
Uh,
I
Rob,
gotta
I'm
go.
no
Sorry.
rabbi.
Take care, guys. Have a great night.
All right,
All right,
Rabbi.
Rabbi.
Rabbi, we'll talk about a location.
Yes.
See you Friday.
we will.
Sounds good. Cook land.